I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, hello.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Father Fish, how's it going?
Good, Dina. How are you?
Doing good.
Nice to see you. Hello,
It's good to see
everybody.
you too.
We got quite a crowd here.
Yeah, we do.
For the sakes, we have 50 people already. Wow, wonderful. Well, excited to be here. Looking for the new year.
That's for sure.
Ah,
Oh, we need to post the StreamYard link.
no, we didn't. We need to do that.
Got it posted. Just need you to pin it on your end.
Let's see. Copy. I can put it right here, can I? And then get over. Oh. Let's see. Pin it.
Yep,
Here.
we
Done.
got it.
Sailor Red says my niece is assigned her, had her read, and she said, "You do good."
That's awesome.
That's funny. The real calm Ricken. Can I use organic potting soil? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Maintain the formula though. The formula is important. It's 2 parts potting soil. No, I'm sorry. 2 parts peat moss, 1 part potting soil, 1 part compost. Now you can substitute for all 3 of those a comparable product, but keep the ratio, and then you need a portion of the supplement based on the volume that you've created. A supplement package does 100 gallon. Well, it does 1 inch and 100-gallon standard 100-gallon tank. So measure it out accordingly. It's 2 cups in that portion of supplement. Let's see if we got everybody Mersad. Kanabegovic, and the real calm Ricken. Both have wrenches. So we're getting everybody all wrenched up.
Hey, that's good.
All right, Tommy Denda. is with us. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that, Tommy. I caught Patty's live stream with Corey right at the end of the telecast, um, where Corey was saying it's a shame nobody has ever published a book other than Walstead. I thought that was interesting. So I
Right.
did make a little comment to the effect that we have published a book, but there was so much commentary that they never caught it. So I went back and I watched maybe 10 minutes of the interview, and it was just exactly as I expected. Um, we all live in our bubbles, I guess.
That's true.
To really understand it. I mean, there were so many things that came up. My what I noticed was if someone had said to them, talk about Father Fish without talking about Father Fish, that would have been the entire live stream.
Right.
Because the only thing they were talked about,
Oh,
I know Patty. I mean, I know Patty. I know his heart. I know what he does. Patty is glorious. He's he's just amazing, and he's such a gentle soul and such a sweet man. I just always appreciated Patty. He's absolutely sold on dirty tanks, and Corey's spending the whole time talking about how well there are a lot of ways to do it, and I just don't like doing dirt. I just don't like it.
oh
Um,
man.
but we somehow someday we need to figure out how to do a food web. It's like he's utterly and thoroughly. You know what it is? It's not.
What?
He is uninformed, but it's not that. It's that his entire business. Well, you shouldn't say entire. He's selling plants, just like I am. So it's not his entire business, but all of his chemicals, his huge chemical presence in the natural system is wholly unnecessary.
Right.
And his attitude about that is, well, that's fine. That's the way you like to do it. It's not the way I like to do it. And that, I mean, cool, whatever.
Right.
I'm not telling everybody they gotta do this. I'm just saying, if you want to stop failing, stop killing your fish, stop being miserable, stop working your tail off, stop being frustrated,
Right.
stop being filled with anxiety, stop being afraid every time you walk into the fish room. If you're ready to be done with all that, here's the solution.
It'd be nice if Corey would actually come up on the live stream. That would actually be interesting.
I suppose. Interesting. I don't know. I guess it would be. He comes on, I think, right after us. I think he's on 9 o'clock Sunday night because it's 6 o'clock his time.
Yeah.
Darn where, stop eating sugar. Who's he talking about?
I have no clue. Can't be me. I've done gave up sugar.
I'm trying. I'm seriously trying.
Hey,
I
it's
did
hard
eat-
to do.
I did eat French fries today, which I did not need. But I got a Five Guys burger and I can't eat a Five Guys burger without the fries.
Yeah.
I just fed my fish today. Said, well, that's good. Somebody made the comment. The video on feeding shrimp.
Hmm.
They made the comment. I thought you weren't supposed to feed your fish. And I said, no, you've been misinformed. What we want to avoid is feeding our fish cornmeal
Hmm.
because they can't digest it.
Hmm.
It's pure filler. It exists for the sake of improving the profit margin on the product and for no other reason at all. There is no other justification for adding cornmeal to fish food than to increase its profitability.
Yeah, because fish don't eat corn naturally.
Not only that, they can't digest it. Human beings can't digest it.
Really?
We
Did
get
not
some
know that.
sugar out of it, but can't. You ever eat corn on the cob?
Oh, yeah.
You ever look at your stool after you've eaten corn?
Yeah.
Undigested kernels.
Hey, you got a point there. Even our bodies don't accept corn. That was funny.
Poo Patrol. Poo Patrol is critical.
Okay, they got to make a short out of that. That was hilarious. Hey, Joey's got a question for you.
Sure.
I would like a tip as to how to get Amazon sword plants to grow runners and more plants.
Well, where is it? What's the timestamp of that?
The timestamp is 6:07 and it's on my channel.
Oh, no wonder I'm not seeing it
Yeah.
on my channel. Okay. Um, Ask it again.
Okay. Joey asked, I would like a tip as to how to get sword plants to grow runners and more plants.
Well, if you have a deep dirted substrate
Hmm.
and you plant the plant and it's alive and you see that it's growing, think about something else for 6 months and then remember it and go back to it and you will be astounded.
That's for sure. Yeah, my sword plants are almost to that point. The one in this tank back here is finally almost big enough. The key is forgetting it's there.
An awful lot of plants. The cryptocarine are the best example. They spend vastly more time developing a root structure than they do developing the rest of the plant.
Yeah.
A crypt that melts all of its leaves right after it's planted is not dead. It is very much alive.
Yeah, it is.
If you leave those roots alone, it may take 6 months, but you will see amazing growth come out of that plant. If it is given the time to be able to develop the root structure. The root structure is critical for any plant,
Yeah, it is.
even stem plants. And many of the roots from stem plants are essentially what we would call air roots. They're aquatic. They're roots that come out in the water column, like an air plant, if you will. But they're all of those roots are the source of nutrients. They're the mouths of the plant. Plants grow very slowly.
That they do.
You have to give them time.
Hmm.
Stop worrying about them. Leave them alone. If you've got a solid substrate, if you've got a nutritionally strong substrate, I don't mean putting a bunch of root tabs in there. I mean
Right.
soil, a dirt foundation. That's funny. Corey made the comment today. I don't like dirt, but if you leave your gravel alone for a year or two, it'll get a lot of dirt in it. And that'll be wonderful. But he didn't like dirt.
Well, why not just add the dirt at the beginning? Then you don't have to wait 2 years.
Yeah, as though it were the same anyway.
Right.
mean-
It's totally different. I mean, it's the supplement's got so many ingredients.
Yeah. What we're doing in our fish tank,
Mhm.
well, here's what we're not doing. What we're not doing is Diana Wallstead. We are not doing Diana Wallstead. Not trying to take anything away from Diana Wallstead. She
Absolutely.
absolutely proved for all time that putting dirt in the tank grows plants.
Mhm.
No big secret there.
Right.
It's amazing it took somebody actually doing that to prove it could work. The stupid pills that people started taking in the 60s became so toxic and were taken so universally that people forgot about the fact that plants need growth, need dirt to grow in.
Yeah.
And we took this notion somehow we could grow plants in liquid fertilizer. And we could have fish live in liquid fertilizer. And it would all be wonderful and happy. Of course, you'd have to put chemicals in all the time. You know, keep a thick, rich chemical soup going.
Yeah.
The level of insanity from the 60s up to like 2000
Mhm.
was in the freshwater hobby was, in a word, astounding.
Yeah.
Just astounding. We were ahead of the curve in terms of the stupidifying of the culture.
Right.
The rest of the culture finally got the message in about the year 2000,
Mhm.
maybe even a little later,
Mhm.
and started figuring out that boys can be girls and get pregnant.
Got me tickled on that one. Oh man. But you got a point. It's all of the rejection of nature.
It's all a rejection of nature. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And if you understand it that way, then what we're doing is returning to normalcy. And this is now the great challenge before us
Yeah.
to determine whether we actually can become normal again. We used to be. I mean, God knows my parents were normal. Their parents were normal. There was a period back there in the right after the First World War where things got a little wacky, but there was a pervasive normalcy.
Yeah.
Not to say it wasn't chaotic, not to say there wasn't great sinfulness, not to say there wasn't evil and corruption. There certainly was. But the general mentality was that the world exists as a real place and that it was created by God and that somehow or other we're supposed to figure out how to get in harmony with all that. And for the last 50 years, we've been busting their tail ends trying to figure out how to get out of that deal.
Right.
And we have failed utterly, utterly. And again, I think the freshwater tropical fish hobby was ahead of the curve in adopting stupidity as its trademark and modus operandi.
I could believe it.
And it was all based on money, really. It was all based on maximizing profitability.
Yeah.
And so you got things like cornmeal as an essential predominant ingredient in fish food. Never mind fish don't eat corn, thank you, Dina.
Right.
Never mind corn has no food value at all. It's cheap. It's cheap. And we can add a little bit to it, add a few more expensive things. Like, for example, all of the waste product that comes out of chicken and fish manufacturing processing plants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what the rest of the food is made of. They buy the offal, OFFAL, you know the word. It's the waste.
Mhm.
We have a chicken factory here, major. Tyson is here, major chicken factories all over this part of the country. One of their primary profit streams is feathers,
Mhm.
feet,
Mhm.
guts,
Mhm.
and beaks. The heads. That's that all of that product is ground up, processed, either freeze dried or frozen, and shipped out to the pet food industry and the fertilizer. Well, it's not fertilizer; it's soil supplement industry. But most of it goes to the pet industry. It goes in cat food, dog food, chicken food. A lot of it goes right back into the chicken. Fish food. Fish food. The fish food manufacturers buy this garbage, not just from the chicken processing plants, but the fish processing plants as well. Now, the the processing ships that are out in the middle of the ocean catching and processing food, they don't say the offal. That gets dumped back overboard, which is a good thing
Yeah, that should feed the fish, I would think.
because it feeds the fish. That's right. It helps to reinforce that population that is decimated by their massive nets. But the land-based fish processing plants, which includes crabs and shrimp, all of that, same deal. either freeze-dried or frozen, goes to the pet industry and is really the foundation for nearly all prepared fish foods. There are some higher quality foods, such as omega and golden pearls, that use a better quality product. But all of the, from Hart's Mountain to Tetra forward, all of them use offal, use waste product from food processing plants as the prime foundation of their product. So just imagine if they're producing a ton of food and they're packaging it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 ounce, 1, 2, 4, and 6, and maybe 1 pound containers a ton. They'll wind up with 10,000 containers.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. They'll sell them for an average, probably if you averaged it all the way up, would be about $2 to $3 manufacturer income. So that's up 2 to 3. That'd be more than that. Not a pound, 20 to 30 a pound. So 1 ton would be about $50,000 for a ton. Their cost for materials is probably in the $300 to $400 range. Their cost for the equipment is written off over the duration. The cost for utilities and labor are their primary costs. Packaging is a primary cost. It costs more in many cases to produce the package
Oh, absolutely.
than the product it contains. And that's especially true with items like fish food, where the actual cost of the material itself is even less than the cardboard encasing it.
Right.
And the labor involved in producing it is even more. So it's simply a way to generate income in order to support a manufacturing facility that is producing the least valuable product it can possibly produce. The less it spends on producing that product, the greater its profit. So it's worth nothing in terms of its actual food value. There's no effective food value at all. Truly.
Yeah, because it even smells rancid. That
Yeah.
store-bought fish food, ooh.
Well, they were able to get past it when they figured out how to do flake food. Because what that does is derive the moisture out of it. By deriving the moisture out, you're killing off the bacteria and creating something that is essentially a space product. It has nothing in it. Nothing. It is air and dust that are somehow bound
Right?
in this.
I don't see how that can be good for the fish at all. I like your method where you take either shrimp or fish, blend it up, then freeze it, and then feed the fish. That just seems so much more healthier than those dried flakes and those smelly pellets.
So anyway, this guy says to me, I thought we weren't supposed to feed our fish. Now, where in the world that notion came from, I cannot even imagine. I mean, it was, I gotta believe that it was simply trolling
Yeah.
because I have said, stop feeding your fish. But I've also said, and allow your tank to feed your fish. In other words, create a food web.
Yes.
Create a system whereby your fish are going to be eating naturally. And that's really what the shrimp is. It's a natural food. I had a fella come in today. He was out pushing the net around. It was 70 degrees here today. Glorious weather. It'll be below freezing tomorrow, probably
Ooh,
tonight.
that's a big drop.
But he was out pushing the net, and he came back with a few little fish, um, some crappies and sunfish, which I was excited to get, and a few shrimp. And it just reminded me of the fact that shrimp, that kind of crustacean, exists globally. It exists in every body of water in the world. And it exists as the primary food source for invertebrates. No, for vertebrates. The primary food source for vertebrates is shrimp. And of course, other vertebrates. There are many, many, many different kinds of shrimp. I mean, there are probably tens of thousands different species of shrimp-like creatures. Everything from scuds and prime shrimp to the big scampi that to lobsters and crabs. They're all crustaceans. They're all in the same family. And indeed, insects are a part of that family as well. So you have to include insects in all that.
Oh yeah.
Insects are primary food source
Mhm.
for virtually all vertebrae, including birds, fish, you name it. So being able to create an environment in your tank in which these creatures can survive, number one, and thrive, number two, becomes a very positive inducement to the vertebrates you're putting in there, the fish, to be able to live in a natural way, to be able to hunt and find food.
Yeah.
It's eminently doable. Now, the argument that you can't do that with big fish is absolutely true. You cannot do that big fish. With big fish, so you have to add it. So you chop up some shrimp and you put them in the tank. I mean, unless you're able to create a 10,000-gallon tank with a foot deep food web base, then
Yeah.
you can do it. You absolutely can do it. You know, you restrict the big fish to a limited number within that environment, comparable to what exists in nature, and you absolutely can do it. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
a function of size. A big fish requires a big environment. Little fish require a smaller environment. And they're fish so small, they don't require much of an environment at all. This is what bothers me so much about the lunkheads that are absolutely gone on putting a poor little betta in a 50-gallon tank. It's insanity. These bettas that have been bred to the point where they can't even swim normally anymore.
Right.
These cute little girls just go gaga over how pretty it is, and it is.
Mhm.
And they insist it has to go in its lovely own little environment of the 10-gallon tank. I put mine in the 10-gallon. Oh, well, I put mine in it. Oh, yeah, you girls just don't understand. Mine is in a 55. And it's so happy. It's swings down all the time. It's going from here and going to there. It's really, and it's so fun. And it's fun. You should do that. But you can't do two because they're just bad boys. They don't understand. You girls are good. You can do I'm really angry with me. I remember the betta I showed off last week.
Oh yeah.
The one with all the fins. My God, that poor thing.
Yeah.
It has fins twice the size of its body. I've never seen a thing like it. It's like massive finnage.
Yeah, the poor thing can't even swim.
It can't swim.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it can eat. It moves around enough to find food and eat, and we keep it well fed. It's growing beautifully. It's enormously healthy. It's a very, very healthy, vigorous, beautiful fish.
Yeah.
Strong and healthy. It just can't swim because it's dragging this body around, or this finnage around, that it just can't manage. So I put it in a jar with some plants in it, and it lays on the plants, and it's happy. It gets fed every day. So I showed it. I remember last week.
Yeah, it was beautiful, but I felt so sorry for the little thing.
I got a comment, a feedback, a comment in the chat. It was posted after the spring. Just so wrothing and angry with me, Father Fish. How dare you put that poor fish in that little jar? How dare you? That's a terrible thing to do. I'll tell you what else. They report me to YouTube.
What?
AI. YouTube's AI. Is a 16-year-old girl.
So now we know who it's modeled after.
The 16-year-old girl.
Oh man.
Who has precisely the same, not just a Karen attitude, but a persnickety fuss budget that insists that these little animals be treated like the precious people they are.
Oh man.
The madness really has not begun to abate.
Yeah.
It has not begun to abate. And we may yet all fall victim to it.
Right. See what we
I'll
got.
tell you what,
What?
I'm 84. I want to live to be 100 so I can see how all this chaos works itself out.
Right? I don't blame you.
I really do. I'm just very curious.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seriously considering, talked to a few people about it, like your husband, Dean,
Mm-hmm.
about starting a channel and entitled Where Are We and Where Are We Going? Where do we go from here? Because I think we need to have that conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we need to get hold of where we're at and where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
And where do we go from here? Paul is visiting.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Let's get Paul up and see what he's all about.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Sorry to interrupt your rant.
Not at all.
So I have a question. This tank is all your stuff. This is the third time I've been on now since I set it up. I just got back from vacation. My daughter and my grandson were watching the tank for me, and she said there's a hole here where there used to be plants. It used to look kind of like this side. But she said the stems were coming up one by one and floating to the top. And now if you can see the bottom of this plant, these stems look like they're ready to break off.
Okay, that's totally normal for stem plants.
Will they grow back? Because I don't know if you can see back in here, but there's basically a thing of stems where they all broke off and they're still in the sand. The bases of them are.
Well, it depends on whether they're probably nothing there. You just
Should I pull them out?
Yeah, pull them out. Well, take a look. Pull one out and see if they're roots. My hunch is there are no roots.
Okay.
But if there are, then leave them in there. My guess is there are none. The nature of a stem plant is to grow from the growing tip and die from the other end.
Okay. So that would explain why the end I put in the sand then looked dead.
Yeah, and as it grows, it blocks the light to the lower parts of the plant.
Okay. So it'll have a bunch of roots like this one does. Those little roots coming out of it.
Well, that's very healthy.
Yeah, that one's got the nodes or got roots coming out of it all over the
That's
place.
very healthy. And that's how they overcome it by but if you'll notice, that plant is not blocking light. That one, the light's blocked to the bottom.
Okay, so this one, just leave it and see what happens?
Well, no. What I would do is cut it off and replant it.
Okay. Plant it somewhere else?
You can put it over there in that hole that's been created.
Okay. And then I'm guessing that these little guys came in on the plants.
Yeah, that's a ramsor. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Nothing wrong. That's
Okay.
a good nail. That's
I
it.
had one in the tank before I left for vacation, and now we're counting somewhere around 15.
Oh yeah.
That means they bred. But they're not going to be a problem.
Now I'm going to go get some cherry red shrimp tomorrow. Will they have enough to eat and everything with all these snails in here?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, and then I just have the 6 rasboras.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I just have 6 rasbora fish in here. I've had them in since day 1.
You might get some kind of loach or goby that'll help control the snails.
Okay.
Like a coolie loach.
Will that be okay with shrimp though?
Yes. A
Okay.
coolie loach will. Yeah.
So take this plant, cut it off, and re-stick them in. Cut them off at the next node or something, the next healthy node up.
Yep, right, exactly.
Okay, and stick them in. Perfect.
And then now the next step is to do what you got in the middle there and get some rooted plants.
Okay.
Start replacing those that are not doing as well with rooted plants.
Now these already grew and are touching the water in 3 weeks.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Can I cut those down?
No, you do not want to cut those because the whole leaf will die.
Okay, so even these big fluffy ones here, whatever?
Well, that's different. I was talking about the Vallisneria.
Oh, no, I was talking about these big puffy ones.
All flat ones.
Okay, the flat ones, leave them.
Yeah, the other ones, the Kabamba, you can do the same thing with those.
Just cut them down and then I can stick them in?
Yeah, and if you cut them above the dead part, then it'll continue to grow.
Okay, yeah, I was just going to take off like the top 6-8 inches so they're not blocking the light.
Right, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I can't believe how fast this stuff's growing. It's crazy. My daughter and my grandson are absolutely enthused with it.
Well, you could put more fish in there too.
I'm planning on it. He wants shrimp first, so
Well, that's nice.
we got to keep him interested.
Looking good. Looking
Thanks.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right,
All
Paul.
right, bye.
Bye for now. Accelerator's here.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Hey,
Hi.
I just wanted to show you this one. This was your stem plant from just a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't be more impressed. I mean, if I tried, it
That's
is really going well. But I did have a couple of questions. I watch your videos and take them to heart. And when y'all did the one on the grinding up the shrimp to make food for your fish, my wife said I need a tomato, and I'm like, I'll be back. I got to go to the store. And I came home and burned up the blender, but it was 30 years old. But when you feed the whole shrimp, is that going to feed your bottom feeders or the mid? It will. The
yeah.
midwater swimmers aren't going to eat it all up.
It should. You
Okay.
put in one tiny bit at a time. Put a little, like a half a teaspoon of it in, so enough
Okay.
gets to the bottom that the
All
guys
right.
all try to get some.
And my other question, this was my third tank I did Father Fish style. Uh, the first two I didn't have the supplement. I just used a pretty high power organic potting soil. But I had some leftover supplement from this one. Is there any way to get it under the sand on the old tanks, or should you even worry about it?
Try um, freeze it in cubes, and then quickly press it in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I tried to wet some today and see if it would dry and get hard, but
That will work. You can
yeah,
freeze it in water, make a cube out of it.
okay.
The pesto,
Yeah, pretty innate.
he really
You know,
is.
I got him from that place out by Paducah, Prestige Aquatics, and what an amazing place. They have 400 tanks and they only feed live food.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lady there that her whole job is hatching shrimp.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Nice. I
But
love
they
it.
had angelfish as big as a dinner plate, biggest angelfish I'd ever seen.
Wow.
I'm just waiting for mine.
That's in Paducah?
Pretty close. It's called Prestige Aquatics.
I've heard it.
They're way out in the country. By the time you get there, you swear you've taken a wrong turn
Uh,
because you're on a one-lane road.
yeah, I used to know some farmers like that in Maryland. Had that kind of operation way out in the country. Nice.
But they were wonderful people, and he even gave me. I spent a bunch of money in there that day, and he gave me those Colombian tetras
Oh, how pretty.
Cool.
Yeah.
for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
And I put them in this tank, and I needed to. I was looking for I guess they call them ditherfish, something to keep the place stirred up. And I went and got these giant Danios. I don't know if it was a good choice because they all like to move quite a bit.
Well, they're not aggressive, though.
No, that's true. They go along pretty good. All right. Well, hey, I just want to say happy New Year to everyone.
Happy
Let's
New
be
Year.
better people. It was funny actually watching you sign with the volume down and my niece interpreting. My sister-in-law, not my niece. And I mean, it was real close to being just word for word.
That's
It was good. Let's explain.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Well, I'm not gonna get out of here. I'm going back over there on the sofa, but I'm gonna get out of here.
Thank you, Ed. Nice to see you.
Yeah. it is.
Bye.
Bye, Father Fish. Dina.
Bye,
Bye.
baby. Bye-bye.
Hey,
Valerie Amaralia is here.
Hey.
Father Fish. Hi, Dina.
Hey.
I'm not on the app, so I'm thinking if I were on the app, I could reverse my camera very easily, but I'm not.
Oh, it
So
looks
I'm just,
great.
Well, it looks fine.
he's only 6.5 gallons, this guy. And I
That's a
learned
big
about,
fish. He
yeah,
really is a big boy.
He is
I
huge.
learned about your strategy about a week and a half after I set up the tank. So I do not have that really deep substrate,
Yeah,
but I do have substrate under there, just not the soil.
I
And
see
then
that.
I topped it with rocks, and after watching you, I learned I could top that with sand.
Right. You
And
can have more plants in there
I can
too.
add more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some in the back,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
have
it looks nice. Um,
Thank you.
you also could add other fish to it.
I have two little sucker fish. I forget what they're called. They're like little mini catfish
Auto
somewhere.
cichlid, probably.
But could I add like a couple of tetras, you think?
Absolutely.
But I would need to do at least 2 or 3, right? So that
Well, it'll look better. Yeah.
he won't eat them.
No, he won't eat them, and they'll leave him alone.
Yeah, he's been fine with the other little catfish things running around every so often.
Right. Now, they're probably little auto cichlids.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that's what they are.
you could do tetras. Yeah, there are a lot of little fish, nano fish you could put in with them.
Okay.
Yeah, there goes an auto.
So then I have this guy. Is he going to come out? There he is.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's a pretty.
Because I got a little hooked.
Oh, it happens. I feel you on that.
Prior to this, I had a beta in a tank with the gravel and the plastic plants for years.
Right.
And I bought one live plant, and it all went downhill from there.
Right.
And then I have a 10-gallon. It went dark. Let me.
I
This is
love
the one.
kitchen tanks.
In the kitchen. Perfect.
Yes.
He's in the
Perfect
kitchen.
place.
It has one of those garimis in it, where I had the other one die right after I got it.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
Is it called a garimi or?
A gourami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Right.
I think this guy bullied the other one.
You could do other fish in there as well.
Yeah, I think I have 4 little neon tetra.
Put
I
an
have-
angel. Get an angel fish.
In a 10-gallon?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
love an
Get a
angel.
little one. It'll be fine in there. And
Okay.
it'll give you, yeah, it'll kind of match up with that gourami.
Well, they'll go good together then.
I think so.
Okay. And then I have these little red fin tetras. I forget what they're called. They have red
Right
fins
there,
on them.
Yeah. Blue tetras or something. They're not blue. What are the blood
Yeah.
fins? Blood fin. Looks like.
Yes, blood fin, yes. And then I thought I was the winner and I got these free snails, And it turns out that they're pond snails.
Oh dear. Well, that's all right.
So I have a trap in there.
Oh, all right.
We'll see how it goes.
You
In the
bet.
meantime, it's find the
The
snails
best
every
thing
morning.
to put a trap is to put a piece of zucchini in there.
Zucchini. I put a piece of like an algae tablet.
Are they
There.
getting on it?
I don't know yet. I was gonna check it in the morning.
No, all right. Try different things so you get something that attracts them. And then
There's
you
a blood
just
fin
lift
trying
it
to get
out.
in there.
Yeah.
So try a piece of zucchini next if this doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I'm gonna go get myself an angelfish. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so
I
much.
like
I'm
your
enjoying this.
collection of tanks, Valerie.
I'm sorry.
I like your collection of tanks.
Oh, me
Thank
too.
you.
Very nice.
It's been fun. It's helping the winter blues.
Oh, I
And out
know.
it will.
Yeah.
I know.
You guys have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming out. Bye
Thank
for
you.
now.
Hey, Father Fish, did you see what the King IY gifted?
What?
Did you see what the King of DIY gifted?
No.
Want me to bring it on screen?
Yeah.
He gifted 10 Father Fish members.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful.
Right?
Thank you, Joey. How nice. There it is. Thank you, Joey. That's very kind of you. Brenda is here. Where is she? I see
Yep,
a
she's
no.
here.
What is she knowing?
That's a good question. Let me see. Let me look through the chat.
Somebody must have said something.
Let's see. I'm gonna look in StreamYard. Maybe it'll come up
I
better
don't know.
that way.
What are you talking about in there?
I'm just finding where she said no.
It's
Timestamp.
6:31.
Oh, I'm way past that. Let me scroll back up.
Oh, she's talking about the shrimp.
Oh, gotcha.
Adam said Father Fish is gonna take flight. Oh dear. What time is
It is.
it? So yeah, that was a while back. I've not been following fish cruelty. There it is. Elmer Barahona. Let's see. Maybe get over here and get some wrenches. Tom Lamore. Give you a wrench. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see. Anybody else here needs a wrench? There it is, Elmer Barahona. Get Elmer a wrench. Somebody just popped in.
It looks like we got
Jacob is here as well.
Yeah.
Let me bring, Jacob's been here a little while. I'll bring him up. I'll tell you what, let's bring up Jacob and Cinnamon.
That sounds good. Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
Hi,
How
guys.
y'all doing?
hello.
Doing?
Good to see you, too.
Absolutely. Whatever. Cinnamon wants to go first. That's cool.
Yep.
Cinnamon, let's get you front and center here.
This is the original tank that I had.
Pretty
This
girl.
is the original tank that I originally had.
Looks really busy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's still not filling out like I want, but I had to redo it because those wood I had in there was not doing what I wanted. So,
Okay. How
so I
many
put
tanks do you have, Cinnamon, altogether?
how many tanks?
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say at least 10, maybe a couple more than that.
I think I asked you that before, as I recall.
What's that?
I think I did ask you that before.
Yeah, I got an echo again.
Well, I don't, so you're doing fine.
This one has some bettas. I have a sorority in here. We've got numerous, about 6 in here, 7. And then I have a paradise fish.
Platties.
Got the Bolivian rams. Those are the ones that bred. Their babies are in a grow out tank, and I'd say I've got about 30 of them.
Oh, nice.
And then a bunch of mollies. I like the balloon bellies. They like to help clean up. There's my beautiful girl. Look at that. That's Moon.
Oh,
It
she's
was.
pretty.
She's pretty.
That's Moon.
Wow.
The dwarf lily grew up in the middle of it, and it meant to be on the side, but it grew up in the middle.
Well, that's funny. Yeah.
But I figured it looks all right. I did a bunch of trimming yesterday too, so cleaned it right up.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Now the other one is the river tank that I have. Hold on, let me take you to that. Okay. Now this is
Wow.
the river tank.
It's a 55.
Yep. And it's that one that had the log. I put some active charcoal to help get it. That's what's on that.
Right.
I had a bunch of taller ones there, but they all died, and so I put some more in this last time.
Wow. I love your tanks.
Me too.
And I've got bettas in here too. I got a whole sorority. They're hiding up in they're hiding up in here. They're real pretty. Some kois and some of my other girls, but they hide until I will get some of the food out.
These are grandmother tanks.
This fella here I got at one of the club meetings at the auction.
Oh, yeah.
The black paradise fish.
Wow.
He does well. Here's the albino one.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've got a gentleman who breeds the albino cories that I buy from him, and this is one of his here. I've got about 7 in here, and he's got about 20 more that he's going to sell me that I could spread them on my tag.
Wow.
I love the rock that you have in there. That has a really
the rocks
nice
are just
contrast.
beautiful. It's just one place I get them. But then I got all the plants started on top.
Lovely.
Now,
yeah, you are the master of the grandmother tank.
yeah,
They just have a hominess and a warmth about them that
thank you.
it's very sweet. I love it.
And it's so hard to find those wood trim tanks like that. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I managed to find one.
Yeah. I have trying the sweet potato trick, but my mollies in the other tank decided to eat the bottom of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Wow.
They hung them up there, and either I have them in too far or what.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and have you guys ever dealt with bonsai?
I have.
Well, in this other tank, I have a bonsai that I put in there. I got it off of course, Temu, but I don't know what to do with it. It's like growing all kinds of plants, but I don't know what to do with it. Some great roots.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do with it. I'm like,
Well, let it see where it wants to go, I guess.
now see, there's the sweet potato they're eating the bottom off of.
Oh, yeah.
They're right up there. This one is the culprit, the freckled one, Dalmatian Molly. She was up in there, and
Funny.
he taught all the others how to do it, and now they all do it.
Oh no.
I'm like,
Are you getting some root? Are you getting any leaf?
I've left it because I figured, hey, it's vegetable and they're eating it, so.
Oh, well.
But yeah, that's it. There's my.
Uh, uh,
That's
nice.
a beautiful tank.
Yep. So that's the tank down here. I do have a goldfish tank there, but it still needs a lot of work. So I save the goldfish from the feeder fish when I see a nice one, and I put it in there because I'm going to have a little pond out back next year. So
Oh, that'll be nice.
Right. Looking good, Cinnamon.
Yeah, it is.
well, thanks, guys. I'll be back to show you the ones upstairs next time. So,
Hey,
Okay, that
look
sounds
forward to
good.
it.
all righty.
Bye for now. Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening.
Jacob.
Hey, how are you guys doing? So I got some new
Good. How
fish
are you?
right here. Where are they at? Right there. You see him? He's a snow white parrot cichlid. How big is he expected to get? Because I don't know if I was lied to.
What is it?
A snow white parrot cichlid. It's a man-made hybrid, meaning it's
Yeah,
a
I don't
parrot
see him.
cichlid mixed with a convict.
He'll
But
get size. He'll get the size of a baseball.
Oh wow.
of a baseball,
Yeah.
he's down here in my food web. He acclimated into the water Friday. I have two of them. Um,
Uh,
I'd say within 4 to 7 hours of me adding him in that day, he then was so relaxed and so happy. He
I
actually
don't see
started.
him. Where
Yeah, I'm
is
He's
he?
not
down
seeing him either.
right there, right
Oh,
there.
now I
Oh,
see him in his
okay.
head.
Yeah, they're babies.
But I
Oh,
added him because I got my water tested within 7 months. Look how big she's getting. She's big.
Oh wow. Yeah. Sure
See how
enough.
big she is?
Gee, I do.
So I got
She's
so
loaded.
I added more because see what happens is I understand everything to the max now. And basically I never deprive, I never starve the whole complete
Right.
cycle.
Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
deprive it. So anytime that I actually run into an issue, believe it or not, I go to the spot where I know that it's a good spot and I load my system with bacteria. And if I bring something in like I do at times, which I mean, not really rare, but it can happen, all I do, raise my temp. And if that doesn't help, usually it does within about 4 days max. But I don't have them issues like that because I keep up with it. I keep
Yeah.
up with bringing that web that needs to be there. And that's why
Ah,
I have an exact perfect tank. And I'll read you what's going on. So out of 7 months, out of almost 1 year, my nitrate is 60 parts per million, which is very low for a heavily planted. Um, nitrite 0, pH 7.7, KH, he said that was perfect. GH, he said that was like perfect. Hardness, very hard, which is good. It's alkaline water. And ammonia 0.
nice. Yep,
And
looking good.
I mean, I can't get nothing to stop growing. I mean, literally, there's nothing in the water column.
Right. Right.
I mean, even the small little material, there's nothing. That's because I'm getting true natural filtration through my plants, but
That's
not by no
exactly
mechanical filtration
right. That's exactly right.
because I feed my entire system correctly. I don't feed it with stuff that the fish actually do not want. I give them microscopic bacteria that they want, and that feeds my fish. Then converts that into energy, then stores that energy and supplies it to my plants.
Looking good, Jacob.
Yeah, it is.
And then see, I mean, I got so much bugs here. You will see the bugs this time. They're all back here. Hold on, let me see them all back there on that plant.
Yeah.
They look like They
Oh
look
yeah.
like little. They're and I seen them a whole bunch there. So I'd be bringing a lot of those guys in those top ones, but I do see a lot of the other ones, but they're not being aggressive. So I don't
Right.
know. I still because they're still too small. But I was just told watch them because I heard cichlids. Some cichlids will actually destroy a planted tank, but I did go with heavy, hardy plants that can take a little bit of an abuse because I have Anubias, jungle val, Reloigia. I think that's the boba cap or whatever that's called. That's pretty strong. I mean, they seem to pick off
Bacopa.
of that,
Right.
and then I took 12 hours from my system and bumped it down to 10, and I really don't have no blackbeard really on my plants no more.
Ah, nice.
And then my clown loaches, I've had them for about 2 months, and they're probably when I got them, I rescued them when they were like almost 3 inches, and they're probably almost 4.5 inches now, and they're getting a nice body to them, but not overly fat to where they're not agile. They can't move or get stuck. It allows them to still, move freely because I don't foul nothing in here at all.
Right.
Which is honestly, a lot of people look at me like I'm weird because, I explain, exactly how this thing is set up, how this thing is working, and why this thing is working. And I even have a few people smell my water at times, and they're like, "How? How is it smelling like dirt? Like there's no smell." I said, "Because to you, you probably don't understand it, but I got a full a full cycle of breakdown. Everything is working together instead of everything working and then a part of the nature it needs to be there. You short circuit it, you stop it, so then you're going to run into that problem. I don't do none of that. That's why I never have sick fish. I actually don't. I have never done a water change now, and I actually went back and looked at my videos of my old tanks, and believe it or not, Father Fish, I had actually set up a tank with no bottom before. I was so upset with myself when I looked at that photo. I was like, wow, I can't believe I actually did that. I've tried gravel, deep gravel, little sand, deep sand. I mean, sand works a lot better than gravel, but this is the setup. Do it natural. You'll have your best benefits from it.
See,
And
you've
it
been
and
at
it
this a while, huh?
yeah, I mean, I used to struggle and honestly until I found you. I mean, you saved it. You saved a part of the hobby that it was missing in me because I didn't get the right information. I didn't get
Right.
taught right. But everybody can do it. It's just that that beginner can. It's just they
Right.
struggle a lot because the opportunity's there, but they don't give the right information to people so that they can make a real healthy environment. They give them problems all the time,
Nice. Well, thank
and
you,
see,
Jacob, very much.
they
Great.
like to go back here.
I love it. When
You
you gonna
like
get your next tank started?
uh I mean it's right over there. I mean that's a 30.
Well, let's get going on it.
I need to. I mean, I know. I mean, it just amazes me. It truly makes me like feel very happy, very accomplished that I achieved something very spectacular like this.
Absolutely.
And I really, really, truly have no knowledge, but I've learned knowledge on it from experience from you. And that's what it's about. It takes a little bit of failing,
Well, now
but
you
that's
can prove. Now you can prove to yourself you can do it again.
Definitely.
all. You can. It's easy. It's not rocket
Right.
science. It's very simple, but it takes a little bit of love. It takes some understanding, but
Well,
just
that's
don't rush.
right. That's exactly
It's
right.
it's not about rushing everything. It
Yep.
does take a little time, but you don't want to not help it by not doing things that's not helping it. Do
Right.
things that encourage that environment to expand. You want that diversity to happen. You want expand microscopic activity.
Alrighty, Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's one of my loaches. There he is. He's back there. He's back here, right there. See him?
Yep.
The black and yellow.
I do.
Let me see.
Gotta go.
Yeah, we got somebody waiting in line. Sorry, Jacob.
Bye for now. Thanks,
Bye.
Jacob. Shattuck.
Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is my my first tank that I set up with just sand and there's some aqua soil under there, some soil,
Uh-huh.
and inside is a Pacific blue eye, 2 glassfish, a couple firetail gudgeons, and some tetras, and the rainbow fish that's just there,
Right.
and 2 glassfish. These guys here. So it's 2 weeks old at the moment. I'm in the middle of an algae bloom, and some diatom. I'm in the ugly stage, I think they call it.
Oh. What is
So-
that fish right there? Right in the middle. What is that? The fish.
The fish, which one?
That one. Right in the middle.
That guy there.
That one I know. No, the white one. The clear, the solid white one. There you go.
That one there.
No.
That's a glass estuary fish.
No, it's not that one. That one down there. Down the bottom. Go back. Right there.
Yep,
What
that
is
one.
That is a firetail gudgeon. They're native to Australian.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
I caught him wild.
Wow, very cool.
These are all of the fish in this tank except for the neon tetras have been caught wild.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I love it.
And Patrick, I've named the rainbow fish here, was about this big. He was about just over a centimeter when I got him.
Oh, my.
So he's grown fast.
Did you collect the plants wild?
No, a friend of mine gave me these Anubis plants.
Okay.
And the sword in the back isn't doing so well, but this one here
Looks a little
is
better.
doing very well.
Yeah,
They think it's feeding time again.
of course. Nice.
Yeah.
I
Do you
love,
have any tips on?
I love native fishes. That's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Do you have any tips on how to deal with head algae in the tank if it gets out of control, or should it just pass?
Hair algae?
Yeah, I've got a bit of
Yeah, manually remove it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not hair algae. That's more like a fuzz algae. That's different. Yeah, cut the lights, turn the lights off
Yeah.
for a day, maybe 2 days, no more than that.
Yep.
That'll help control it. You could also get something that eats it, snails or Oplocostomus, or there should be something, shrimp maybe. Should be something you can get wild that
Yep.
eats algae.
All right. And then I've set up a second tank over here. This one here.
I love the
Oh,
rock
okay.
with the centipede.
It's again set up with aqua soil
Okay.
and thick sand. I probably should have put more aqua soil in it, but yeah,
It'll probably be okay.
can only do what I can with what money I had.
Gotcha. Right.
Yeah.
What kind of fish you gonna put in it?
That one's set up for a beta fish. Maybe a
Okay.
couple tetras or something along with it, depending on the
Right.
fish.
I love the tank. I love the collection.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm surprised these guys have actually taken to feeding on the surface when they can't find anything on the bottom in there. They're normally bottom feeders.
Oh. I haven't seen that before. It's a cool little fish.
They're real cute.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
Janica, thank you for coming out
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
very much.
Yep.
All righty. Bye for now. Thank
Bye.
you. And Greg Jonathan is here.
Mhm.
Are you still here, Greg?
I think he may have turned his webcam off. I'm not sure. You still there?
Oh
There he
shit.
is.
Okay,
Hey.
I didn't know I was actually gonna get up on here.
Oh,
What's up,
you're
Father
not
Well,
Fish?
welcome.
Hi, Greg.
So I've got a question real quick.
Sure.
So everything I've learned from your videos, I went and got water from a lake today and some leaves and everything, and I was gonna leave it in the sun. I was wondering, should I wait to add it to my tank?
No,
Or
no need to
okay.
wait. Your camera is drifting up.
Yeah.
We're getting to the top of your hat.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have any fish or anything in my tank right now. I don't know how to fix it either.
Talking about your face. Whoops.
I can't fix
Oh,
it.
There you go. Just
I
need
can't
to say
fix it.
your
Here we go.
smile. Oh,
oh, there you go. There's your tank.
well, all right.
All my plants are kind of dying right now because I've done this process kind of all wrong, but I'm excited to get all the like, swamp water and everything in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna get up on here, so you guys can kick me off. But thanks for answering that.
Well, Greg, nice to have you.
It's nice to have you.
Yeah, it
Bye
was nice
for
talking to y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, it is.
The Natural Aquarium, a complete guide. Corey doesn't know this exists.
Not yet.
Let's see, Greg, you were here and disappeared. And now you're back.
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
Greg.
Hi, Father Fish. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Oh, you don't got me on the main screen. Okay, there we go.
Here we
Say
go.
hey, Father Fish.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
Hi.
He's so cute.
Thank you. So, this is crazy. My tank is changing and evolving around here. So that plant right there, that one, where do I get it?
The red
That, yeah, it started growing, like getting pink at the top.
That's cool.
one? Okay.
So I was listening to you, I think, talking to the guy before Sailor Ed.
Yeah.
Or was it someone you were talking to? You were telling them to clip it because most of my plants now, the leaves are getting up the top and it's falling off the bottom of the
Yep.
stem.
Yep.
But I'm
Exactly.
afraid if I clip them, they won't grow any leaves on the stem.
Well, they may not, but the new ones will.
Oh, so they'll just grow?
Clip
Okay.
and clip them and plant what you clip.
Okay. What about this one is growing some damn, I'm left to right. It's growing some roots right here. I guess it's because it's growing sideways.
Yeah, I would clip it and plant it.
Yeah.
Clip it and plant it? Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So what'll happen to the roots?
Well, they're gonna root.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Yeah,
the
they'll
way.
have a whole nother plant.
That's the way that plant grows. That's what stem plants are. They they send out, essentially, they make new plants as they grow.
Okay.
The old part dies, and they just keep growing new.
So when I clip it, do I clip some of the leaves at the bottom where I'm gonna put it in, or just leave it?
You can either way.
Okay. Um, and the wisteria, it's just dropping leaves. I should clip those too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is left and right. I'm crazy. Let me see.
And when you do clippings, a lot of plants will it'll create new plants. If there's any roots, you'll get new plants from those clippings.
Right.
Okay. Well, these are starting to grow now. I got these from the pond. They were on the side and they had a lot of roots.
Oh,
But
nice.
but I guess because I had the covering of the what is it called again? Jungle valve.
Mhm.
It
Okay.
wasn't getting much light, so it started growing now.
Right, right.
Yeah, and then I got the let me bring you to the next room. I got the betta in another tank. And he's doing fine. But these right here, I don't know if I ain't got much dirt underneath, but they don't seem to be growing that well.
Well,
The
that may
sad
be why. It may just take longer for the
in here.
nutrition to build up.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, because I wanted to be lush because he loves swimming underneath these Sagittaria.
Right.
So I wanted them to get lush and grow for him. I didn't get a girl for him yet, but I know he wanted a girl because he's been doing the nest up here, the
Yeah.
bubblers. Yeah. When he first got in here, he had there were like, what do you call those, scuds breeding in here, so he had a few of those. So I don't know if that
Oh,
contributed to
nice.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying.
Looking good. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
I
Yeah, you
appreciate you.
are.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Good to see y'all again. I hope you have a good new year.
You too,
You
Dre.
too.
Bless you.
All right. Thank you.
Let's see. Ill-fated. Do not do 2 inches of dirt. Do 1 inch of dirt. Or if you're going to do 2 inches, do 4 inches of sand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that dirt is going to work its way through the sand and into the water column. And you're just going to have a mess on your hands. Let's see, Dina, what's your current subscription rate?
Let's see, and I'll let you know in just a second. I'm getting it to refresh. I'm at 816.
816. Okay, we need to get you. Let's get you to 820. We certainly
Hey,
need 4 more.
hey, that
We
sounds like
need
a
to
plan.
need to get Dina to 820. She's at 816. We're going to get her to 1,000 by the end of January. How's that?
Hey, that sounds like a good plan.
1,000 by the end of January. We need 4 people. If there are 4 folks here, I'm sure there are. We've got, Lord, we got 108 people in.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, we're doing great. Let's get 4 folks signing up. Have you got your link up?
Yep, I got the link up.
Yeah, you can, if you go to the right side of your screen, to the 3 dots, click on those 3 dots. That will allow you to open the channel of whoever it is you're looking at. So if you can find Dina's link, go over there and click on her channel and then subscribe to it. You need to get 4 new folks.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, guys.
Well, let's do it right away. Right now. Let's do it now. And while we're at it, we I'm showing 11 thumbs up. There's got to be more.
Oh, we need more than that.
I'm 58. And we got 208 people here. So let's get clicking on that thumbs up. Or thumbs down if you can't stand it. They're hanging around anyway. Christian says only 56 likes, 58. Let's get it up there.
It's weird. It shows 9 on my screen. So.
Yeah. Need to update. Oh, you've got 9 on your channel.
On yours.
Oh, on mine?
Yeah, on mine I've only got 1.
Current viewers, 100 max, 104, all-time max 219. Yeah, all-time max 219. That's interesting. We got ways to go to get there.
Yep.
Let's see how you're doing.
We're at 819.
One more. Let's
819.
Let's get another one. Make it happen.
Sounds like a plan.
I got 821.
Oh, wow. Yep, it's at 821 now.
You got 821, right?
Thanks, guys.
Very good. All right, 4 more. Let's get 825. That went too quick. 4 more. Let's get to 825. Get a few more in there. Some of you new folks, jump on Dina's channel. We need to get her monetized and set up to be able to do live streams and get her channel growing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And we need your help to make it happen. So let's
getting close.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's gonna happen by the end of January.
Hey, that'd be awesome. We're at 822, so only need 3 more.
22. All right. 3 more. Let's get 3 more. We ain't gonna get off this till we do it. We need 3 more. Let's do it. Get her done. Make it happen. Where are we at, Dina?
We are at 822 still.
20. Let's see. Need 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys, plug it in there. Let's get over to Dina's channel and sign up. 23. 23. We need 2 more. Need 2 more. Just 2 more. We can do this. We can do this. 24. 1 more. 1 more. Here we go. 1 more time. Bring it at home. Come on, show. Make it happen. Need 1 brave soul. 1 brave soul to click on the link and sign up. Subscribe on Psychoplant Lady's channel. Let's give Dina some love here. 824. 824. They're looking for 1. 824. We need 1.
Hey, we got it.
We got it. There.
825.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, 825. Sure enough, there it is. That's grand. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now I got to get back on my channel if I can find it. Where am I? There we are. Ta-da. What's happened down here? Chatterbox is here. Christian B's wife just subscribed. Good move. Jay Miller found a spotted Congo pupper at a store for $159. Is that way overpriced? Spotted, yes, it is. 3 inches. Yeah, I would say that's way overpriced. Should be able to do that for about at least half that, if not better. The last one I had, spotted Congo, I think I was selling them 1 inch for $29. Might have
That's
been,
a good.
I don't remember. Could have been a little more. I don't remember. But yeah, I would say 159 is too much for that. Wonderful. All right. Where are we at? What time is it?
It is 7:33.
7:33. G-Man is here. G-Man, you had a really nice commentary about the book. Would you like to come up and talk about the book a little bit?
Oh, that would be cool.
To have you do that.
I'll grab the link for the book.
I think we got it up, didn't we? We did. Right there.
I'll repost it just to make sure in case there's anybody new, they still get to see it.
Oh, glory. Ah. Let me get my second wind here.
Right?
Oh, let's see. Jay Miller said, I love your book. Bob said, my father was a G-man. Used to brag about it. A garbage man. Same difference, I guess. Eastern time zone, ill-fated. Yeah, I guess. The ebook is here. Let's see. Well, puffers are really a wonderful fish. They're very I don't know, friendly. They're like a puppy. Like a puppy in a tank. There he is. G-Man.
Hi.
Hey.
Hold on.
You?
Let me get my camera. I'm very good. How are you? Thank you so much.
Doing well, thank you. Good to see you.
I'm loving the book. And all I have to say is, for any even newbies and people who are experienced with aquariums, this is a must read. I've been like heavily involved with it for like since Thursday night.
All right.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
can't get away
Isn't
from
it?
the computer.
Yeah, you've been sending me comments on it.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm glad, and I meant that. I meant that very much, Father Fish and Dina. You're real special as well. I've
Thanks.
noticed some of the stuff that you've been doing. Pretty awesome. Been watching your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, she got
I did good night.
She does.
I'm loving it. My wife, she's had enough of listening to me. She loves me, but she's like, "Oh man, again?" I go, "Sorry, honey. This is a really cool little fact tidbit."
Funny.
All I have to say is for the prices you're charging for it, and I know it's not in book format, I am gonna download it on my phone because when I'm at work on break, I'll be reading it on my phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm loving it. I mean, if you got a question or there's something, there was a couple in there talking about soil and stuff like that. It's in the book, and it's pretty much it's really, I wouldn't say, it's self-explanatory. If you're looking for something, it will help you. Just read the book.
That's it.
It's a huge savings because I've got lots of books on aquariums, reptiles, you name it, plants. One of my favorites is carnivorous plants. I raise carnivorous plants in my other room,
Oh,
and
nice.
I have a blast with that. Yeah, but I can show you what's happening. So what I've done now, it's big algae bloom right now. I've had a huge reproduction of friggin' guppies like crazy in the 30-gallon. I'm going to show you here. Give me a minute. I got this on an extension. So on my table of science,
Love it.
see, the 30-gallon is like in a big algae bloom right now. It's cycling. But the Father Fish tank is right here.
Oh yeah, it's already ready.
Now that's got the inch of soil with the additive and a little bit of my own recipe mixed in there. So it's supercharged. It's got 2 inches of sand on there on the top, and it's got some of your plants. I ordered some more plants from you today.
I love
and
the rocks.
some shrimp.
Me too.
This is going to be, there's only 2 neons in there right now. And I want to start this totally natural with the right organisms.
Mhm.
I've actually, oh, my little girl here. She's,
Oh, she's
what
so
about me?
cute.
What about me?
I love that collar. It is so cute.
But yeah, these guys are exploding in here. I need to turn down the light a little bit. I know the light needs to weather down just a tiny bit.
If
But
you turn it off
yeah,
for 2 days,
for a couple days.
it'll go clear.
Right. And you can take me down. So that's the start. That's the start of the Father Fish tank right there. That's 2 months old. A little 10-gallon tank. And there is I can't remember the name of the gentleman right now. There's a gentleman who starts he actually has the microbiology sets that you can buy with scuds.
Scope It Out?
What's that?
Was it Scope It Out on YouTube?
No, a different
Or
one. It was a
Fish
different one. And it really, really, really neat. I'll tell you in a second.
Mhm.
His name was, I know his name. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
I hate when that happens. It does it to me too.
I can't remember his name right now. He literally raises
Phillips? Not Phillips.
not Phillips. I'll tell you in 1 second here. I'm so sorry.
What's the problem?
His name is Phillips Fishworks.
It is
Yep.
Phillips. Okay, right.
We have the right guy.
Yeah.
Love his YouTube. Love his mind. He's
Yeah.
got the same mindset as you do, Father Fish.
Yeah, I know.
It does.
And I love that. And I ordered like three of them just to seed some of these plants to get them started correctly.
Yeah.
So, and I really want to go back into. I want to get rainbow fish. So rainbow
that's
fish.
really cool.
I'm going to get some rainbow fish.
Yep.
There is a gentleman down in, I think, Florida that raises them. He's a naturalist too, and he does it all natural aquariums and outside ponds. He raises rainbow fish. He does a show like on once a week on Fridays, I think.
That's cool.
Oh,
He's interesting.
yeah,
I think you know who I'm talking about.
I do.
But yeah, you I know you like him too. 'Cause I've heard you mention him.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Oh yeah.
Lucas Rex, yeah.
Man, I seen his seminar. His seminar was awesome.
That is great.
Cool.
But thank you so much. And once things start getting more established, I'll show you as the progress goes. I ordered 5 shrimp from you today. What was it? Oh, water lettuce and more. I think Christmas.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Good to
Look
see you.
forward to
Thank
seeing
you,
it.
G-Man.
Thank you, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Benita is here. Benita Holzer.
Hey. Can you hear
Hi,
it?
Benita. Good. How are you?
Hi, Father Fish. Hi, Dina.
Hey.
I just wanted to show you. Good. Oh, I think we have a lag. I just wanted to show you what my husband got me for Christmas. He got me 3 of these little 5 gallons with the lights, and so I upgraded my beta tanks. My betas are in a little bit bigger tank because they were in that little 1 gallon hex. And this is Albie, my alien beta, if he will
Cool.
come out and cooperate here. There he is. Yeah. And he's loving his tank. It's a true Father Fish tank. It's got the your substrate at the bottom, and I want to get a few more plants in it and get him a couple of friends.
That'd be nice.
But since Christmas is just passed, I haven't really been out too much yet, so I'll go out this week.
Looking good.
But just wanted to show that. I'm not going to show you all 3 tanks, but
Nice.
I love those
I just wanted to
tanks.
show you these little tanks. I love them for betas. They're just perfect.
That's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely.
And I hope you guys have a blessed new year.
Thank you.
Oops, Albie disappeared. There he is.
I love the colors on it.
I guess I can't hear you.
Blue.
Hmm.
You cannot hear me?
No, I can't. I don't know. I can't hear anything. So it's been good talking to you, and you guys have a really good new year. And I'll be back in a week or so.
Thank
Hey,
you
that
for
sounds
doing
great.
that. Bye for now.
Hey, those alien letters are so pretty.
Ah. Let's see. Let me get over on YouTube and see what's happening. Southern Lady.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, I like it. Needs a wrench. We got her in blue. Al Wet Socks is here. Goodness sakes. Hello, Al. I haven't seen you in an age. Sasha. Hello, Sasha. Sasha wrench.
Yeah, Valerie on my channel has a question for you. She wants to know if you can elaborate on the angelfish in a 10-gallon tank.
Well, I just think with what you're doing in that tank, with that single Guarani, that a small angel would pair off with it well. I mean, they would get along pretty well together, I think. And the angel is sort of a centerpiece fish. It's one I believe you would enjoy. And if it gets real big, you can always get a bigger tank for it. I mean, it likely will be fine in that tank for a year, maybe 2 years. It just depends on how things go. I didn't get the sense that you want to have a lot of fish, so I was kind of looking for something that would do well as essentially a loner or with 1 or 2 other fish. That's really all I have in mind. Maybe not a perfect choice, but probably a good one. You could do Guaranis. There are lots of other kinds of Guaranis that you could mix in with that. It looked like a blue, and the blue can be, if that's what it is, can become aggressive. So that's a consideration. But some other Grammys would be good too. Doom Pie is saying an angel. Well, I got angels in 10s right now. That was a tank with only 1 fish in it.
Southern Lady has a problem with pH. They have a question about.
Do you know that? Who was it?
Southern Lady.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry here. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Brenda
I'll be right back.
pH level, Sasha. Let's see. There it is. Okay, Southern Lady at 740. I need some professional advice. I've been desperately trying to lower my pH for certain fish. My master kit reads 7.6 and the high at 7.4, but a digital tester reads 7.1 today. I'm worried now. Okay, Southern Lady, I want to go to the bottom here. And I want to ask you if you are listening, if you can hear what I'm saying, because I want to talk to you about this right now. Type in a comment. Yes, Father Fish, I'm listening. So I know you're here, and I know you're, there you go. Okay, yes, sir. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that device that you were measuring the pH with and put it in a drawer, close the drawer, and forget that you put it there. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the pH in your tank. it is just fine. 7.5, 7.7, 8.0 are not too high, regardless of what fish you have. I mean, unless you have something so exotic that it cannot tolerate a pH above 6, then there is absolutely nothing wrong with a pH of 7.5, 7.7, 7.9, even 8.0. And if it's vacillating, then my hunch is you're messing around with it. You're putting pH up and pH down. And if that's what you're doing, stop doing it and leave it alone. There is nothing wrong with a pH. Quit letting yourself be controlled by numbers on a chart. It means nothing. Look at the fish. If the fish are doing fine, then nothing is wrong. And I'm here to, I bet you that there's nothing wrong. Okay, she's got the substrate in. Well, then fine. Don't worry about the pH. It'll do what it is. Good. You haven't used chemicals. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, just don't worry about it. Just put some plants in there and let her go. The other problem is that these devices are cheap little trinkets. Unless you've spent a couple of $100 on a pH meter or are using a liquid chemical, the chances of it being accurate are almost zero. And to base the health of your fish on a piece of equipment that is not capable of giving you accurate information is a fool's errand. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
You do not need to know what the pH is. Kimco is saying 80 is good, 82 is better, 84, 85. I found to be like perfect for me. Sustains with its own with microscopic activity. Don't have any problems when seeing a father fish. Well, there you go. I've never had mine above 8.0. But Kimco has, and it's not had problems. So, Southern lady, delighted you jumped in and are chatting about this. One of the important lessons that we teach is to be guided by the fish and not by whatever device somebody is trying to get you to use to determine what you ought to do.
Absolutely.
Just don't use it.
Yeah, it's just going to give you a headache. I've got a lot less headaches now that I quit using all that junk.
She said it was a sample she brought to a store. Yeah, they're gonna love freaking you out and scaring you to death, so you can buy a bunch of stuff to throw in your tank. That's what they're there for. Too many of them. You're doing just fine. Come on up and show us your tanks.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week. We're kind of running out of time here, but let's get you up here and meet you. And I'm willing to bet your tanks are beautiful. Aquarium Co-op sponge filters. I love sponge filters. I've been using sponge filters for 20 years. And they all work and they're all brilliant. In fact, I sell sponge filters. That's one of the items that I want to make sure people get a good price for, or get a good price on.
And they work a lot better than the hang-on back. At least in my experience, I'd way rather have a sponge filter. It's less headaches.
Squeaky recall on a limited budget, minimum plans you recommend for a 20. Here's what I would do, Squeaky. Get on the Shopify or store about mid-afternoon on Tuesday. And there ought to be a special, a stem plant special for $25. Jump on it. It will give you a nice mix of stem plants. It will be the end of the pack out, so there will be some duplicates, but they're all totally healthy. You'll get the same count for about $30 less than you would otherwise pay. It's absolutely the best deal I can offer you.
Absolutely.
There will not be many, so you got to be quick about it. Normally, no more than one or two, because our farm is pretty good about the count.
Oh, it looks like we've got Cody and NC here.
Pardon?
It looks like we've got Cody and NC waiting to come up.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hold
I
on.
didn't hear it sing.
I want to get to Sylvia Dial.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give her a wrench and answer the question: possible to breed German wrens in a 10-gallon aquarium without removing the fry? Yes, it is. Once the fry are free swimming, remove the parents, or they will eat the babies. But you can then raise the babies in that tank, particularly if it's an established tank. Cody and NC, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. It's NC here at the shop.
Hi, NC at the shop. Good to see you.
So I'm taking home some Anubis today.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Nice play.
We're about to close down, so I gotta make this quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, how was your Christmas, Father Fish?
Wonderful. Thank you, Cody. How was yours?
Good. So everything, it's NC also. We actually got some axolotl eggs here.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
you're wondering last time you said you wanted axolotls? There you go. When they grow up, we'll send them right your way if you want some.
If you get more eggs, send me some eggs.
Okay. Everything's doing fine.
Wonderful.
By the way, you haven't gotten the Hillstream loaches at your Shopify store yet.
Yeah, I got them. I just haven't put them up.
Well, we're about to close down. We got
All
the
right.
dog.
Nice to see you. Bye, NC.
Bye.
All right. I think we're down 2 in here.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty close. Can you get the song back up?
Yep. On it now.
Nice to be with you all this evening. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has been. Here we go.
My little fishes, as they swim about their home.
I'm not sure what it's doing.
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't touching the button, so I wasn't sure what was going on
Yeah,
there.
I got it.
Awesome.
I control the vertical and the horizontal.
Love it. That makes me want to watch the Twilight Zone again.
Oh dear. Nice to be with you all. It's been fun. All right. Let's do this. Let's go off, and I'm gonna pop up everybody's closing greetings.
Okay.
Greetings and salutations.
Love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishies as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Happy New Year, guys. I think that